There we are.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Shipple Stars.
Hey,
I'm going to share this to Basecamp.
we're in Basecamp.
Don't hit live yet. Don't hit live
I
yet.
already did. I already did.
So welcome everybody.
Hi, Basecamp.
We're obviously at 999 right now. The last person to hit the 1,000 has already requested joining, so we're going to ceremonially approve whoever that weirdo is.
We're going to cut the ribbon.
We're gonna cut the ribbon.
You're gonna have to answer the questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we've been denying. Just so you guys know, we've been denying almost everybody who doesn't answer the questions to get into Basecamp.
Correct.
A few exceptions where we know the people inviting and the people we know they're actually going to be able to understand what it is that they need to do.
Totally. 100%.
Things. Can we maybe tilt the camera down a little bit?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna pretend like that's what it was. Cool. This is super bright.
What is happening here?
I don't know. It's like weird. Whatever.
Okay.
We'll make it work. We'll make it
Get
work.
better, Facebook.
Right?
Get better at your stuff, Facebook, please.
Obviously, let's do this. Sharing this out. How many shows should we give for that? What do you think?
All right, now you guys.
Two.
You guys are
Two?
killing it. I don't-
2K per share. Please share this out. Obviously, invite a bunch of people in here. If they haven't joined yet, they're totally welcome to. We're going to hit 1,000 in a couple minutes, then we're going to talk about what comes next. Because what comes next is honestly much, much bigger and cooler than what just happened.
Totally.
That's hard for me to imagine.
I know. We've developed the core team, the core ideas of what this thing is going to be. A lot of that happened organically. Like, we didn't really start with the idea to make this have a charitable wing and to have some guys peel off and make a betting ring, which is probably going to happen, by the way.
Or design a game that uses Shipple as a
Right?
reward.
Exactly.
Or,
Like there's
or
yeah, exactly. There's like 9 different things that are now happening.
make Shipple underpants.
Right. There are Shipple underpants.
Never
I
heard
bought
that.
them. It's good. I'm excited about that.
You're into underpants.
I mean, I don't actually. Yeah, this is the point in my life where I'm going to start wearing undies. Just because I have to.
That's way more information.
I know.
Than I think most of us.
So this is my laptop. Yeah, no. Well, check this out. If I move my laptop screen, but if I stop, it stops. It's like
Worn it
broken.
out.
It hates me.
You've worn it out.
Yeah, that's true. Come on now.
Technical difficulties, everybody.
Anyway, don't really need
Ronnie's
it.
in for some Shipple. When Joel's in for some Shipple.
Yeah, somebody might need to.
I got it.
Don't do it yet, though.
What do you mean? what?
Don't approve it yet.
Oh, no, I'm not approving. I'm
gonna
just...
Shipple some people.
Oh yeah, no, you don't have to shipple while we're live. We can do that later.
So-
Here's what I think you guys have learned by now.
Hi,
If
Telegram.
you haven't been shelled yet, wait longer, and it will eventually happen. So yeah, share and put your EOS name in the feed. Otherwise, how will we know who the crap you are?
Left crack. Nice to see you. She's home getting
Oh,
set for
there we
the,
go. Cool.
for the U.S.
Sorry.
Women's World Cup soccer match against England, which takes place.
Nice.
So
There will actually be bets going on for soccer with Shipple.
we already have a few Shipple bets.
Nice.
A few of us got on board that. We're betting on the men's Gold Cup.
All right.
The Gold Cup, which is the men's national team
Soccer things.
CONCACAF. North
Sports
and
ball.
Central America.
Literal sports ball. So let's maybe recap the last. So we've been live for 24, 25 days. As a Facebook group, we didn't even have Shipple when we first started. I just was like, I can make Shipple. Eventually, we'll try that out.
So you actually started the group before?
Oh yeah, no, the
really?
group.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah, no, the group was at about 200, I think, 200, 300. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Before Shipple was even like a real world
Real
world thing.
Exchange.
Right. So obviously that happened, and then things started to get a little bit more crazy.
How did I not know that?
Well, remember, you were the first one that had any Shipple
Yep.
at all, right?
Yep.
And there was still, he's like, making it rain. I would like to note I'm wearing an Occupy Mars t-shirt. That was
Nice.
on purpose.
Yes.
Just because it's things. So I wanted to talk with you guys about what's going to be happening next.
We're going to Mars with Shipple.
We're literally going to Mars, except not literally. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to talk for a few minutes about what's going to happen after 1,000, how the airdrop's going to work, and then we're going to talk about what we're going to be doing, tomorrow.
How do we get to 2,000?
How do we get to 2,000? Why do we want to get to 2,000? And then what's going to happen at 10,000? because I know already.
I know.
And
Spoiler alert.
It is non-trivial.
Hello from Tampa, Florida. Hey,
Rob, I didn't
down
know
the
you were,
road, Rob.
dude. I didn't know you were from Tampa. That's awesome.
We're like 30 miles up the road in Port Richey.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a get together for sure.
Yes.
Again, thank you for all the sharing. We're doing 2,000 shill per share, so share this thing out. And feel
Welcome.
free to invite some people in.
Shipple
Did you know that Tampa is in Shillsborough County?
Oh, that hurt. That one hurt.
Yeah.
In Florida? No.
Oh, no.
Denied.
That-
Didn't work.
Corey's
That's
not good at this,
I'm
yeah.
not good at this. It's not
Shipple
good at all.
is as good as that's going to get.
I know. It's true. No, it's definitely not going to get any better. Okay, so here's how the airdrop's going to work. We're going to hit 1,000 here in a couple seconds. Awesome. But there's a lot of noobs. And on the forum, we have, what, 600 maybe total?
Yeah.
So on
Maybe.
on the forum, only about 600 of you have actually put in your EOS address to get the actual airdrop. If you don't give us an accurate EOS address in the forum, you will not get an airdrop. There is nothing we can do about that, nor would I want to try. Gotta do it, is what there is, right?
So we have almost 1,000 members,
Yeah.
and a little more than half of them are going to get the airdrop at this point right now.
Right.
Whoa. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of people that have not done
A lot.
what they need to do.
We
So
only
here's
have
what's-
600.
here's what's gonna
just
happen.
shy of 600.
I'm gonna click the button here in a couple seconds. We're gonna have 1,000. It's gonna be very exciting. For me. Maybe for you guys too, I don't know. But
It's
definitely
exciting.
for me.
I'm excited.
It's a thing that's
I
real.
was excited 200 people ago. So I'm amazed we got to 5.
800,
people
you're
ago?
like, what
Oh,
is
yesterday?
happening? You're like, I don't know. So then I'm going to give every 24 hours until, actually a little bit more, until tomorrow evening, to make sure that you get your EOS name on the form accurately. Now, that also means that if you desperately want your aunt's brother's dog to get, in on the 1 million airdrop, there isn't anywhere near 1,000 people on that list yet, so I'm going to allow
Not
it.
even close.
Anything until tomorrow night when I press go on the airdrop button, you can get people into Basecamp, get them signed up on the form, get them, their EOS count in there, and you can get it done.
Totally.
After that,
100%.
too much, not gonna happen. So, you guys want to do it like right now?
So what's going to happen, like, because I would imagine there's going to be a lot of loud complaining.
Oh,
There's going to be
yeah.
crying.
Here's
There's going to be crying.
Well, I think the message is stay on board. You can still do missions.
Oh
for Shipple.
no, this is the thing. Like, there will never be a bigger airdrop than that ever.
Right.
But there will be probably a lot more airdrops.
Well, there will definitely be a lot more airdrops, but there will never be one this big again, ever. So, sorry, y'all.
That's just the way that goes.
Now
Sorry
you
guys, I gotta now it's telling me I gotta close my browser
just like-
down.
You're a mess.
I'm ramping up the
I didn't mean to
suspense.
bring my
Is really what's
computer,
going
so-
on with this. You want to do it? You know what? You want to press that button?
Tino's holding up his phone, showing us he's got the 99. The 1,000.
Who should we? Out of the 6 people that are waiting, who should we pick?
All right.
Who's the 1,000th member?
Let's see. Has anybody? There's only
Hey, Anthony. Nice to
there's
see
only
you.
2 that have answered all the questions.
I assume if we receive show from you, our name is on there. That
Yes.
would be an accurate assumption.
That is correct.
That's absolutely correct.
If you have received shill, you are one of the 598 people.
I mean, if you've received one of the airdrops, you have.
How can we cross-reference if my friends have done the form properly?
Okay.
Ask them if they've
Yeah.
received shill.
Well, here's the thing. It's not. Let's think about that for a second, because they might have done a mission but screwed the form up. So if they've gotten shill, they might not necessarily be on the form. So here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna put.
Right.
I'm gonna take everybody's personal information off, and we're actually gonna stop taking any personal information from people pretty soon anyway for the next stuff. I'm gonna put a form up so that you can check to see if it's there. It'll be in alphabetical order, and you'll be able to check to see if it's there and it's accurate. Right? So, does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No.
And
It makes sense, but this is what we have done. All right. So if you have filled out the form
Yep.
and you have not had correct information, we were not able to verify your account, we have been posting your names saying that we don't have your account correct. If you have been corrected in that, you're in the list. If you have not filled out the form at all, obviously you need to go and fill out the form.
Right.
A lot of people have not filled out the form.
But that's the thing. I think just to make it super simple for people that aren't sure, I'll make one form that's going to be read only.
Sure.
If it's not there, go fill the form out again.
Yep.
Okay. Or if it's incorrect. I mean, I think we've corrected almost all of them anyway. Right?
Almost. If they're in red, they are not correct.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for the share.
Ultimately, your responsibility to make sure that your information is correct, or we can't.
Right. With it, like giving them access to read through it and look, then they're actually going to be able to tell. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to know. So we'll get that done.
Yeah.
Good call.
And please
good
understand
call.
that there are between 6 and 14 people on that list that have filled out the form 2 or some of them 3 times.
So there is some overzealousness. And this is the thing, if they can look, then they don't have to be overzealous.
Right.
Right? And I get that. We want to make sure.
For those that have shared the form outside of the group, you're not supposed to do that.
Thank you for
Have
that.
we cross-reference the member list with the form?
What?
It's the same thing. The form data and the members list is the same
But
thing.
we are not supposed to share the form outside.
Yeah,
the group.
please do not share the form outside the group.
Why is that important for you?
It's important because we want to make sure that people are actually part of the community, because that's the real power. Just having people just get an airdrop doesn't mean anything, right? For those of you that have gotten airdrops before, you can have 100,000 people get an airdrop of like Donkey Coin or whatever, right? Which is something we should make, by the way. Now that I've said it out loud.
There's a donkey coin.
Is there really? There needs to be. Anyway, if you just get it, what happens is you'll look in your wallet and they're like, oh, look, I got this silly Donkey Coin. What's that? You might go to the website. You might care about it, right? What we're doing with this is making a connection and meaning and work before but Thomas is losing his mind. So in order to get Shipple, the vast majority of people have had to actually do something for it, which makes it mean a lot more. So if you just share the form out, they get to sign up for the form and they never really know what's going on. They don't have to post a meme. They don't see how awesome it is here. So that's why I want to make sure, if you definitely don't share the form out, make sure that they actually show up and come and hang out.
There you go.
All right, so
You know who you are if you have not filled out the form.
That's what he's asking. Is everyone on the members list part of the community?
yes.
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 I mean, that's
Well-
I know that some people have shared the form out and been corrected. So is it possible that some people are in there that aren't part of the community? Yes. But I can't police it, so I just don't even. Thomas is going to lose his mind.
I have gone through the list and
This
there
just makes us want to not click the button. Just making sure you guys all know.
there's about a
noted
dozen people
contrarians.
on the list that have not posted a single meme or anything.
Yeah,
That have not.
that's fine.
It's only about a dozen.
Only one more thing. Huge thank you to the Shipple Master intern clan crew. Like, you guys are freaking fantastic. Without you guys, there's no way that Dino and I would have been able to catch up, and
That's
this
right.
would have ground to a halt.
Why am I thinking Deb is being sarcastic? When she
Maybe.
says, I didn't fill
Special
it out?
thank you to G Money for starting the Shipple Charitable Flying Circus. That's Greg. I call him G Money. And special thank you to literally all of you guys. Thomas for making the logos. Nathan, even though he's probably not here, for making the white paper. And click. Almost click.
It's very exciting.
Fuck it.
The confetti cannon didn't go off again.
Confetti cannon. Damn it. All right. So let's see.
Fire the confetti cannon, guy.
Did that just work? We don't know until we know.
Refresh. It's very refreshing.
1K.
There it is. 1,000 people in Shipple Basecamp.
1001.
That's pretty amazing. You guys are fantastic. Corey has a million ideas like this a year.
And only one of them was good. let's be super clear.
Corey just scraping them off the ceiling, you know. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, Deb, I'm pretty sure I added you. Who was the 1K? I don't know. Somebody from Bangladesh. So let's talk about that for a minute. We have like a vastly international crew.
Yes, we do.
Mostly.
You got an airdrop. Yeah. So
Mostly.
we got a huge contingent of people from the Philippines who know a crap ton about cryptocurrency and are really digging it.
Yep.
We got people from all over the world. We got people from Europe. We got people from South America.
Lots
We
from
got
the
people
UK.
from Africa and the UK.
Australia.
Like, I really like that.
Yeah, we got somebody on every continent except Antarctica at this point. We should
Yes.
probably find some Antarctica.
We should email somebody in Antarctica. That's absolutely right.
Man, who has connections to people working research stations in Antarctica? Because we would certainly love a Shipple member to be able to say we're on every continent. That'd be worth I don't know, praise.
Amsterdam.
Yep. I have some friends that are visiting Amsterdam next week. Actually, our husband is from there, so they are visiting there.
The dam is cool. I like Rotterdam a little bit better.
So, here's what's going to happen next. If we can get to 1,000, we can get to 10,000. I know this for a fact. I don't know how long it's going to take, and to be honest, I don't care. I think it's going to happen relatively quickly.
Yep.
But way more importantly, I want to make sure that it happens well, right?
Amen.
Already we're proving that a group can be tokenized and we can get behind an idea and push that idea and make it real as a team. Perfect, right?
Yep.
We're proving that if you do something as a social experiment, as an action, as a community event, it's a million times more powerful than an airdrop. Because when and if, and I think it's 99% sure that we're going to get listed at some point, when we get listed, there's not going to be 100 people that just sell it. There's going to be 10,000 people, 6,000 people of which know exactly what's going on and laughed at the meme that guy made an hour ago, right? They're going to be doing what this token is actually, the utility part of it, because we have to have a utility to be a token in this industry, right? It's going to be a discount token to buy meme stickers, which is just super simple. Will get more complicated over time because we're going to have more ideas around it, but that's how it's going to start. So you'll be able to buy any sticker meme that we put out. And by the way, I've already ordered the first ones. They're going to be coming with the t-shirt logo thing.
Right.
Those are coming. And I think they're going to be numbered. So you're going to know you got among the first 500.
Nice.
And if you buy these with Shipple, after we get launched on an exchange, and it's got a little number against it, so we're going to know how much it is. Buy it with Shipple. It's going to be 90% off. Okay? So, we've got our token utility already. So what we need now is, we need to be concerned primarily with the power that is in this community and the reasons why that is, right? So every single person, almost, who has ever received Shipple, had to do something for it. Meme, share, whatever, right? So we're going to keep doing that kind of thing, and we're going to expand it and make it more cool, and we're going to be doing the tribes and all sorts of crazy ideas. But ultimately, we're going to get to 10,000 people in Basecamp, and then, I mean, it's not going to surprise me if decentralized exchanges are coming to us at that point, but only then will I list it. And I'm going to list it at between $20 and $40 a million. So people will be able to sell it. It's a decentralized exchange.
Right away.
You could sell it for whatever you wanted to sell it for. But on that same day, anyone who purchases it for what I'm selling it for, because I'm going to put $1 billion on the market, is probably going to get either a sticker or a t-shirt. So you're going to be incentivized to keep it at that price.
Right.
Right? And then we'll see where the crypto gods take us. Right? Because I don't know. We're going to figure it out. But I'm also, before we get to 10,000, I'm going to have a staking engine set up. So for those of you who don't know what staking is where you can basically lock up your Shipple or EOS or whatever cryptocurrency you have for a certain amount of time and get a reward, right? Some people do rewards daily, tiny percentages or whatever. But what I'm going to do is what a company called Onesis, who created the Void token, what they did, but expand it from, I think they had a year to 2 years. Right? So basically what we're going to do is for every year that you lock up your Shipple, I'm going to give you a multiplier effect, right? So if you lock up your Shipple for 1 year, I'm going to give you, say, 0.5 or 50% on top of that. So if you put in $1 million, you got 1.5 million at the end of that year.
Makes sense.
2 years, it's going to be one whole extra one. So $1 million turns into 2 million, right? And then 4 million, and then 5 million, and then 6 million, and then 10 million. The longer you hold it out,
So
we want to
because
give
that
people an
amount of
incentive.
Shipple is off the market.
Right.
It would mean that shares that are still in circulation.
Supply and demand. Don't call them shares. Supply and demand.
Sorry.
So anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get over there and get
So
some
like
questions.
MCO, somebody asked?
Which one is MCO?
MCO. I figured you would know.
Yeah, I do feel like I should know what that is. Okay, let's get some questions here.
Newport Richie Main Street is reporting this morning that one of their golf carts was stolen last night.
No.
We had our big 4th of July celebration here.
It happens. Yeah, Donna said, gratefully I know a guy who can explain all this to me and show me how to do it. Pretty much. So yeah, long story short, we're getting to 10,000. After that is when we're gonna start talking about listing it. I've got a bunch of things going on moving up to that so that it's not just gonna be 3 billion Shipple all hitting the market and trying to sell off and whatever. That's why the price tends to diminish, right?
So it's not just all sneakers and underwear is what you're saying.
It's not just all sneakers and underwear. It's like 90% sneakers and underwear, 9% memes, 1% economic theory.
I like that ratio.
It's a good ratio.
It's the least boring ratio I've ever heard of.
Right, exactly. So we gotta make that stuff work.
Don't
So
forget the stickers.
right now, for those of you who don't know, because we're an anti-Ripple joke token, we came up with the idea of we've got the same max supply, right? So there's never going to be any more than already exists, right? But we're going to release 1 billion of it after we are safely on a decentralized exchange, or 10. We're going to release 1 billion of it every month. The same way that Ripple does. Ripple does it in secret. They like, give it to their bank friends and they sell it, you know, at 8 million% under the thing. It's really awful. Everything that I do is going to be transparent. I've actually been asked to do OTC over-the-counter orders, but if we do that at all, I will be absolutely transparent with how much and who and what kind of deals, you know, I cut for that.
Okay.
And
OTC is.
what's really messed up is if you don't do OTC, you get pinned for price like for what's the word?
Price fixing.
Price fixing, right? Which is so dumb. But whatever, we'll play. You know, and we'll make it work.
Doesn't make any sense.
OTC
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm not anti-OTC as long as there's transparency.
That's right. You gotta understand that like the banks that are around now are getting Ripple for 50% off, while all the dummies that are buying Ripple are just buying it, thinking that it'll moon. I'm telling you right now, it'll never moon. Now, granted, if we got to 40 cents, you'd all be rich. So, and for the record, here's the likelihood that that's gonna happen: 0.0000001% chance.
But you're saying there's still a chance.
I am. So
Totally stole a line from a Jim Carrey movie that I can't remember the name of.
right. So yeah, never tell me the odds. So to recap, obviously we just hit 1,000. You get 24 hours to get your
shit together.
Get your EOS account on that thing. We're gonna over the next couple hours release a read-only document so you can see if your thing is actually on there. If it's not, you're screwed. But you know, obviously you can message Dino if you need help with that. Sorry, you can message me. Dino's been working his nards off, so message me.
But real quick, those that have needed to message me have not been messaging me, so
That's true.
you
If
can
you're
always message me.
There you go.
If I get back to you right away, then I get back to you right away.
There you go.
But
yeah, be patient.
yeah, definitely hit me up if you have any questions, especially interns, please.
Yeah. So, next 24 hours, like tomorrow evening, so maybe 30 hours is when we're going to do the airdrop.
Yeah.
I'll publish the time. It'll probably be 10 o'clock tomorrow night, or 9, or whatever it is. Everybody's going to have that long to get in there. If you know anybody that wants to get in on the airdrop, get them in before there. I don't care. It doesn't matter. So the next goal for us, the next near-term goal for us, is 2,000. Right?
That only makes sense.
So all of the missions over the next 2 days, most of the missions are going to change. We're going to make the missions at Basecamp probably a lot more simple. You know what works the best? You know, people have been sharing everyday invites. They've been sharing memes every once in a while. I want to see personally way more of that because the memes are awesome. Outside Basecamp for those shares. But the thing that's been working by far the most is the one message a day.
Send one message to somebody you know.
Yep. Preferably somebody you like. Because, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to send messages to people you hate. Unless you want to show them gratitude for something to change the world. In for that. But yeah, who's the funniest person you know? Who's the most charitable person you know? Who's the most outside the box thinker you know? I want them at Basecamp. And so do you. Mm-hmm. Right? That's how to do it.
Yeah, we're at Starbucks, Deb.
Oh yeah. We have all a copy, and it shows.
Our Starbucks remote studio.
So on the way to 2,000, I want to focus on a few things. The strength of the community, really play into what works. The memes are amazing. The charity is amazing. Spawning off other ideas like the games is amazing. And we're going to use the tribe's idea to do that. So I need some volunteers to test this idea out with me. I want 2 or 3 groups of people that will set up a different group than Basecamp as a Shipple tribe. and we're going to start playing around with the ideas of how to do that. So if you're interested in helping us, kind of get the core of how that's going to work, message me and let me know. So we're going to do that. The number of missions that you're going to have at Basecamp are going to drop precipitously. There's probably only going to be 2 or 3. But anybody who starts a tribe, you're going to be able to work with me, because I'm going to fund all the Shipple you're going to need to run it, to run whatever missions you want.
Yeah, I think the Flying Circus is going to have to be a tribe.
100%. 100%. I think that's a really good idea. Like the guys who want to start the betting stuff. That's an easy in for a
just
tribe.
Understand, it's about community activities, not necessarily charitable activities, but just something you want to do. Some avenue of this you want to explore, and a way to fund you doing so. Right?
Yeah.
You find 10 other people that are interested in, I don't know, a Fortnite tribe.
Yeah, whatever. And seriously, so if you want to do that, Mike Rivera said I'm interested. It's a really good idea. Mike Rivera said it's interested, but I work 60 hours a week. So Mike, if you want to make a post, like I've got an idea and get a name for your tribe or whatever, right? We're gonna make one. It's gonna be called this. I need 10 volunteers. I'll approve that post at Basecamp, and anybody in the comments, you can just get it done, right? So in the same way that for people that are into cryptocurrency, you're into decentralization as an idea, right? So Shipple is really about applying all of those technical machine things to people instead. So Basecamp can't be the only thing. It's got to decentralize. So that's what we're going to start doing. And we're going to start testing the ideas around that stuff. So that's going to be one of the things that we focus on going up to 2,000. Here's what I want all you guys to know. At 2,000, there will be a halvening. Now, the reason why...
What does that mean, Corey?
The reason why Bitcoin's price keeps going up and always will is that the amount of new Bitcoin that's coming online every 4 years gets cut in half every 4 years, right? So every 10 minutes in the beginning, 50 Bitcoin, 50 Bitcoin, 50 Bitcoin. Every 10 minutes, 50 Bitcoin, 50 Bitcoin. After that 4 years, 25 Bitcoin, 25 Bitcoin, 25 Bitcoin, 25 Bitcoin, right? Now it's 12 and a half right now, then it's gonna go down to 6.25, right? And see how that goes. We're gonna do the same thing. And I mean, maybe the perceived price of Shipple will increase. I don't know.
I hope so.
So you reduce the amount of supply, and you reduce the amount of.
So here's.
You increase the amount of demand for it because at the same time, yeah, like in the last 20 minutes we explained 3 different concepts that are going to reduce the supply, like a couple of different ways, right?
Right. But also expand the demand.
Right.
Right. For those tribes, I'm going to as we go from here to 2,000. I'm going to fund them whenever they need to be successful with Shipple.
Right.
Right? So there will be, this next cycle is about abundance. This is about filling your bag, right? The missions at Basecamp, there's only going to be a few. The missions out of the tribes, who knows?
Right.
Right? There will be lots, as many ideas as you can think of is going to be how many ways you can actually get your hands on Shipple, right?
Yep.
Now, with Bitcoin, one of the things you'll also notice is that sometimes there's a huge increase before the halvening, because people know that it's coming.
So they're selling it off?
No, they're trying to get as much of it as they
I
can,
see what you mean.
because they know that the amount of it is actually not going to be available anymore.
Okay.
Right? So you people all know that once we hit 2,000, there's going to be a little airdrop, by the way. There's going to be a few airdrops as we go. And I'll let you guys know about that. Like, we're going to do something at 2,000. I think, the leftover from the billion that I had allotted for this one's probably going to go out to the whole community, plus maybe a little bit more, right? There's going to be an airdrop at 1,000 for sure, much less than $1 million. But you will all know that every reward that we give, every reward that's being given out at every single one of the tribes is all going to get cut in half. So you might want to load up soon.
Get people on board now, right now.
Yeah, because the missions are going to change within the next few hours, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I was rolling this around in my brain, like yesterday, and this is sort of unrelated, but while filling a dead space here, I was thinking about the billboard idea, right? That somebody in Germany bought a Dogecoin billboard and put up instructions on how you could buy a billboard for Doge in your local community. Love that idea.
It's a great idea.
So I'm talking to people that are on the studio thread. I got to thinking about, I've been watching a lot of auto racing lately. I've been watching like Formula 1 and some motorcycle racing. If you participate in your local go-kart track, league, or your local racing league, or your motocross league, why don't you talk to us about putting Shipple stickers all over your helmet, or your go-kart, or your race car?
I'm actually talking to people about that already.
We can't monetarily sponsor you, but we'd sure like to trade you for.
That's real.
Is that real?
That's real.
There's really a
Tell them what
difference
you're looking at right now.
I didn't even know. So we were thinking about like ways to get a Shipple
So
sticker or
good.
logo on things that honestly have no cash value, but just the exposure value. And as creative people, we're sensitive to the no, you're doing it for the exposure, man. Thing we get that, but just the cool factor. Like I belong to an organization called Coast Longboarding, which is probably the most famous longboard skateboarding club in the world. It's based out of Vancouver, and Bryson, Canadians tend to travel everywhere, and Bryson, the guy that started that club, started handing out stickers to people he knew were going to be traveling, and so they started like putting stickers on street signs and ferry boats and buses all over the planet, and there actually is a picture of two of the Coast Longboarders holding a Coast Longboarding flag at McMurdo Station in Antarctica, right? So the idea, like I love the idea of us Shipple stickering you with the understanding you're going to go put those in interesting and amazing places and take photos of them.
For mad shill. That's definitely going to happen. So Rob said to build proper value, how many of our, and I can't say that word, because I'm going to be overzealously protective of our position as a utility token. How many shill do you expect us to spend? So I'm going to be setting it up so that we will have merch, stickers, different things like that. Stickers first, because I've already ordered them. They're going to come in pretty soon. The technical reason why this coin exists is going to be as a discount token to buy stickers. Right. Also, interestingly enough, it's a really good way to get the word out about it, which gets more attention, which gets more people here, which locks up more supply. Not that we've thought this through. So,
Hey, Morris, good to see you.
when you're tipping people, because the idea is the more that this money moves in our group, the better. I want to see a lot more people tipping people for memes. But you don't have to tip them a lot. It will actually mean almost as much to people if you tip frickin' 100 Shipple as 100,000.
So be generous in numbers, not necessarily in
That's right.
amounts.
That's right. So, letting people know that you're sending a little shot of dopamine across their bow because they made a really cool meme is far more important than sending a lot.
Yep.
That said, sometimes I'm going to send a lot.
Dead right, like Rivera. Belief system behind Shipple is what will keep the core strong. Expanding to further nodes may allow individuals from many different viewpoints to collaborate with the coin.
That's exactly it.
100%
Thank you.
what
Thank
we've
you.
been thinking this whole time.
Somebody make a sticker of that.
Yeah.
So Mike is exactly it. There's so many people that have so many good ideas around Shipple that we're just going to let all of them happen. But they can't all happen with the same intensity at Basecamp, right? So the betting and gaming guys are going to have their own tribe.
Group.
The game, there's a whole new game, right? If you want to participate with the game, it's going to have its own thing. We're always going to have events posted, like all of those things. Anytime they need to tell Basecamp anything, it'll be a place where you can bring that to attract attention to the rest of the community, right?
So are you thinking that that each of these tribes will have its own Facebook group?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yep. And then
You know what I really need is more groups to keep track of.
this is the thing. You're gonna have the charity thing,
Right.
Which makes sense for you.
Right.
You don't have to do anything else.
Right.
But if you want to say, hey, is anyone betting on the soccer game? You're gonna know where to go.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
There's also a possibility that we're gonna start incentivizing those tribes if this works out. I want to see kind of how it looks moving forward. But I will probably incentivize groups for size. So if you have 10 people in there, I'm going to give you $1 million shill a week to do with whatever you want as a team, as a tribe, right? But if it goes to 50 or 100, I'll probably up it to like 5 million.
Right.
Right?
I
So
guess,
we'll
right
track
now
it
you
like
learn
that.
about what great ideas are and what ideas are, right?
Right.
Refine your idea.
And
So
I
the
like
next
if you make a group that's all about Nazi Shipple memes, your funding will get cut off instantaneously.
So yeah, we should probably
You lose your charter.
probably have some. First of all, Will Wheaton's "Don't be a dick" rule of internet life
Great rule.
is primary. That means we want to steer away from supremacy and racism.
We
and
have
sexism.
3 rules. They're at the top of Basecamp. If anybody doesn't know what the rules are, if you have come in before, answering to the questions and seeing the rules, we have 3 rules.
And we have blasted a few people.
But it's been, there's 1,000 people in there. We've got like 500 memes or
But
more.
pretty remarkable,
Right?
That it went
The
this far.
vast majority of people have been both super cool and insanely funny.
Yep.
Now, like there's because we're paying 5K shill a meme. Don't get used to that. That's going away really soon.
That's done.
Because we've been paying for every meme, and so basically people are like, what does this meme need? Shipple.io and my EOS name. So it's like, Corey, Shipple name.
I'd be much more excited to see like meme move, like an original meme movement start. Like we start a thing, and it gets
So-
echoey in our chamber, and then it expands outward. Like
And it will.
Like
It really will.
There's a brown recluse meme thing that started
That's
in
fucking funny.
an anti-memeology group that now it's bigger than that. Now I'm seeing it other places and cross-referenced, and it's pretty damn funny. So we can start something from within.
So
Yeah.
here's how the base core of, like, I want the tribes to spawn off on about different ideas, right?
Right.
But I also want it to be a way for meme creators to have their own area to create memes
Nice.
as teams. So for an example, let's say we got, the three of us each go out and we start our own tribe. You got 10 people, I got 10 people, you got 10 people, right? And you're each been funded $1 million shield to make things, so you're gonna start, trying to recruit good meme creators. Like, honestly, somebody's gonna try and recruit Bullshipple fast, because that MFR is gonna win a lot. So here's what's gonna happen. Every week, you're gonna pick the best 2 or 3 memes from your group that week.
Right.
And you can just hold a vote. Right? You can do the vote the way that we do it at Basecamp. But then you're gonna give those to me, and I'm gonna put them all up at Basecamp with everybody else's 3 or 4 memes. And we're gonna have a big weekly vote to see which tribe wins.
Thunderdome.
Exactly, the Thunderdome, the meme Thunderdome. The winning tribe is gonna get a huge bonus. The winning creator is gonna get a huge bonus. And probably the top, as we get bigger, the top 2 or 3 tribes will get huge bonuses. And those bonuses will go to the shill master of that tribe, and they'll be able to do whatever they want to do with it.
Right.
Recruit more people, do some stuff, frickin' burn it. I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Right. Nice. Also, I want to talk about.
Yeah, Nacho Cheese. I would get recruited, but I already have my own tribe. Yeah, Nacho Cheese is another great example. Like,
Both
one
of
of the top 10 meme makers, easily.
Both of the Shipple T-shirt designs that you can order came from memes
Oh yeah,
from Wisconsin.
and they always will.
Right. So the photographic memes. This is something we need to think about. Photographic memes don't really translate well to T-shirt world. Right. Things that are line art that are pretty easily transferable to screen print technology. So keep that in mind. That's something they could use for a Shipple T-shirt or poster or sticker. More likely to come from an original image than from a captured photograph. Does that make sense? Did I lose you guys?
Yeah, I was answering another question. I have no idea what you're talking about, but yes, I'm sure it made lots of sense. So, questions. Do you guys have any questions?
See, you started Dino started a questions and answers page yesterday. And
It was awesome.
That's why I don't even mess anymore.
I can't.
Whatever.
Not
Not a single legitimate question.
There
so
was
you
today.
guys-
There was this morning. Yeah. Somebody needed some help.
Well, I'm sorry,
It was
but
like-
why does it hurt when IP is a legitimate question?
It is.
No, it's not.
It is a
Shipple
legitimate
question.
Right. Not.
I
Yeah.
just read the instructions.
So we hit 1,000, guys.
Yeah, we did.
Coffee cheers.
For sure.
Almost all of you, I mean, a little more than half of you are now shillionaires. Enjoy
So,
it.
as you guys recruit for your
The other
tribes.
half, you missed
I'm
out.
gambling everybody on this video is a surely.
Almost.
Oh, yeah, most of them are already.
Almost.
As you guys recruit for your tribes, feel free to recruit outside of Basecamp, although definitely start there, because it's where everyone knows what's going on. And we'll just keep having everyone make sure that everybody gets into Basecamp eventually anyway. And we can keep moving. There will be, all sorts of different kind of special missions, because that basically is a way for me every time I have a goofy idea and want to pull the lever on something, I can just do it to try it out. Everybody's been super awesome about that.
So I have a question. Considering the changes that we made,
Yeah.
right? That we made some changes in missions and how you can become a part of the Shipple community. Let's. You want to take bets on how long it takes to get to 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think 6 weeks.
6 weeks to get to 2?
6 weeks.
So 3 weeks to get to 1. So like inverse exponential?
Yeah, because we changed sort of the criteria, and it's not just random.
How do you know I'm going to keep it changed?
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what my prediction is. 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So that would be what, like August 15th.
I mean, I like that because it takes the pressure off. No. Listen to this. So, okay, all the people that have shill right now, what if all of you said, hey, listen, I'm going to give you 10K if you join this group right now?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah,
Could happen tomorrow.
it's a pretty good incentive.
Like, I could shill you, but only if you shill somebody else into getting into the group.
Nice.
Right? 'Cause then there's some intentionality. It's not spam. It's a thing. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You have 500 people do that twice and you're done.
What size socks are needed for the homeless? Adult sizes. All adult sizes, male and female. That's a common thing.
Yeah, Ron said not burning mine hodl. Yeah, no, I think burning is a horrible idea for the record. I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh, the burning a coin?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want to get to
You could do
2,000
it.
quicker, you should probably remove the requirements for getting into the group.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
No,
that's the
not-
thing.
That's the opposite of what we want to do.
Absolutely.
I would rather it take 6 weeks than go that quickly.
Yeah.
Because here's what happened. Because that's a good thing to talk about.
I mean, that came out of necessity.
Right. We had a 50,000 referral on there, and it immediately turned into a recruiting spamming nightmare at Basecamp.
People were just tagging 10 of their
They
friends in to get it
they
on.
had no idea what was going on. There was no value whatsoever in
There's
the actual
people that didn't
community.
even know what crypto coins were.
It was a big mess.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, when can I change my shill to EOS? You can try and sell to somebody else for EOS now, and that might work, as far as I know. Well, no, it would if you find a buyer.
I take 50 million shill for 1 EOS right now.
There you go. But yeah, once we hit
Wow.
Hit me up.
that's- Because I don't think like that.
Hit me
that
up.
just blew my mind.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
I'll hook you up.
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't. I mean,
50 million. If you want to give up 50 million of your
that's
shill,
that's a lot.
Hey,
I mean,
Robert,
I have sold it for $10 a million, and probably will again in the future. But probably not for very long.
I'm just saying for straight up EOS.
For
Sure.
for EOS, I'd probably let
Yeah,
it go for a
one
little
shill.
bit less.
50 million
Not
shill
that
for
kind of-
1 EOS.
Jeez, that's a price.
Robert says, ordering socks tonight. Name of the organization is Hands of the Goddess Florida. You can find them on Facebook. They're in the group. Kira Withers is the member of that organization that's in our group. And if you go to Amazon, they have a wish list up, and you can actually, their shipping address is right.
Their
there
wish
if you
list
need it.
is always the
That's
same
we'll-
all year round.
Dave Adams, because I know Dave Adams is working on a bunch of cool stuff in the background that I'm really excited about. If you can think of ways for me to incentivize and speed up the community growth where the quality is maintained, I will always be open to that.
Right.
I love the idea of going fast, but I will be hyper protective of the weird thing that we've got going on right now. I don't care if it takes a year to grow. I really don't.
We're going slow to go fast.
Right.
I mean,
and I
remember
think
that.
because of that, I think we're going to grow faster and find ways that allow us to bring people into our orbit by attracting them, not by having it be this weird transactional thing, right? I don't want Shipple to be about what you're going to get by being here, the airdrops or whatever. I want Shipple to be about what we're all doing together.
Right.
In the 9 different things and the different tribes and the freaking meme wars. This is going to be really fun, man.
There you go.
Can I
first buyer?
Well, listen to this. No, can I buy 50 million shill for 1 EOS? Hell no.
Are you crazy?
I'll sell you
No.
50 million shill for $500. And for me, not a penny less.
No,
But you
it
could
doesn't
probably
work both ways like that.
Sure it will. You might
Well,
be able to get it for
Not
less.
not that much.
Wasn't
EOS
that
for
the
that much
Albertino made though?
No, opposite.
Opposite.
Okay, buy.
Yeah.
I see. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. So by way of,
I don't like it.
Rob Smith, not a Sandler meme yet, should be, but at a medium pace. I like it. I like
Right.
that a lot.
She
what I
showed
wanted
me
to
her
say was,
Shipple and I liked them too.
The idea of what happened with the cattle call joints, why that's not what we want is expressed by the first time I put up the $1 million bounty for a $20 donation to Hands of the Goddess. Particularly, more people donated to Hands of the Goddess last week than probably at any other month of the year. And this community did that. There wasn't people I belong to several other communities, in my community. Like I'm posting on other groups and other pages in other contexts on the internet, and none of those groups stepped up and did this. And you guys did it for a joke point.
Yeah,
That could make me prouder than people clamoring for monopoly money, essentially.
How
real good
dare
at all
you.
this,
Disco took it for a sticker.
So that's the point. That's the point of making sure that we have some intention in joining the community, whether it's that particular charity or any charity or not, or just a community service project. If we were talking earlier about a trash pickup airdrop for your organizing a trash pickup in your community and collecting some shill for that. When you post pictures of how much trash you collected in your community, not here in Port Richey, but wherever you are, whether that's Brisbane, Australia, or the Philippines, or Antarctica.
Yep. So next goal, hit 2,000. But we're going to focus on quality, not quantity, as we do that thing. There's going to be different kind of incentives. Anybody who wants to start a tribe, message me as quickly as possible, and we'll get into that whole process. 'Cause we're beta testing this whole idea, and the number of missions that are available at Basecamp is going to drop precipitously. There's probably going to be more and better ones out in the tribes. So that's going to be I'm going to incentivize people to get into tribes to start doing cool stuff by turning the spigot off at Basecamp, right? There's still going to be there's always going to be special missions, but we're adapting that a little bit. And things like the single message we found was the one message a day that you actually send to somebody kind of intentionally, by far the biggest recruiting thing that we did, right?
The best.
And people that showed up from that knew what was going on. Their friend was like showing them where the freaking pin post was or what. So we'll be doing things like that and incentivizing those things as we move forward.
Yeah, hands down, that's been the best way. And kudos to all of you for not just doing that half-assed, like you guys, when you're reaching out to somebody, that one, granted now you're getting 30K, but the messages have been really heartfelt and legit and really came from the exact place that we want this to come from, and that is from the heart and with a true sense of community. And you guys have done amazing at that, and that could have gone every different way. I mean, we, at the very beginning, we were having spam problems and stuff like that, and all of the messages that have gone out that have been really, really, really well.
That's awesome.
Well put, from the heart. I've read every single one, so they've all been amazing.
I don't have a separate page for the charity group yet, but that'll happen in the next few days because I didn't realize we needed one, but now I do.
I'll make it today.
Yeah,
let's make that sucker.
I'm waiting for Thomas Lodick to complete a logo.
We've already got the old logo. We can just use that and get that started. Yeah, because I think that it's a perfect alignment of what we're trying to do. So think about this. You guys, you can make a mission in there to not only do the kind of donations, and Jackie Glinky and Jackie's husband, whose name I'm forgetting right now. You guys are awesome. So many people have donated that I get freaking teary-eyed when it's stupid. Anyway, wow.
Yeah,
but you guys can make charity-focused stupid
news.
Here's
a mission. Go identify a local charity, a 501c3 charity in your community that does the kind of work we're talking about.
And connect them to you.
Connect them to us, so we can generate some donations for them. Right. That's what. And now to take your model, whatever your model is, whether it's again, charity is only one thing, right? Another kind of community building might be art projects, might be music projects, might be a sports team in your area that you want to have a relationship with. So it doesn't have to be a charitable thing, but it needs to be a community-minded thing. Building this community, building
right. And this is the thing. Here's what I want. As long as it isn't because people even have different senses of humor, right? That one dude that he's got memes that I'm like, I'm not a huge fan. I wouldn't share it to Basecamp, but do it, right?
Oh, and Telegram, those ones.
It was some of them, right? I want people to be able to express themselves in any way they want. Go start a tribe, make the weirdest freaking meme you want to make. If it doesn't commit to my personal standards, because this is a tyrannical government at this point. It'll never see Basecamp, but I can't. And honestly, if it's really, really horrendous and looks bad on Shipple, I'll cut your funding, right? Because again, I'm going to be funding the tribes a certain amount of shill every single week, in perpetuity, right? And that's part of the model moving forward. And again, most people would never do this anyway, but I want any idea that you have, whether it's charity or the freaking gaming thing, or the actual game itself, or the whole collection of games, I want people to really feel like they can just go start a tribe and start, having any idea they want to have, right? I think don't be a dick, because if you are, I'll cut your funding.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. But I want people to be thinking about, how do I use this idea and what we've learned from Basecamp to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Right? Because we've picked up on something here. And I think the real potential for it is still, I can't even see it. And I could see a fair amount. Right? They're watching what you've done with the charity, watching how the gaming guys want to get going on that. These are just 2 ideas of a potential 10,000 ideas.
Yep.
Right?
The first 2. That
Yeah.
means they're probably the best ones.
I don't know. The charity one might end up being
Alright,
the best one.
settle down.
But yeah, like what you were saying, like somebody can start like a Fortnite freaking shill tribe. I don't know,
Yeah. I could see how that might be fun.
right? It'd be weird.
Kill Greg 50 times for.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Because it wouldn't take too long.
No, you could earn millions of shill in like literally a half an hour.
Not bad. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so Morris said for us to have quality shill holders, the task should be more on solving puzzle. They must put some effort during shill. So everybody's putting some effort during shill.
Yeah.
You're right. I think that you're right to be thinking about let's really think
Make it
about
challenging.
how we want them, like what kind of behavior we want to incentivize. I think about that a lot, right? So some of the things we tried initially were just incentivizing spam. So we stopped doing it, right? But the game that came out, that we put a lot of Shipple into that, and I even put some EOS into the thing for that. That is spawning a whole freaking industry. The team that built that, they're going to build a company around making those games, and Shipple will be part of them forever, right? So Morris, you definitely want to get into the shill game tribe, which I'm going to talk to Stella about making pretty soon. So yeah, I want people to really feel comfortable trying new things. Some of them are going to work. A lot of them are going to work.
Yeah,
Some of them might not work, and it doesn't matter, right? Just keep iterating, keep thinking about stuff, and we'll keep expanding the idea. Because I'll tell you right now, the one thing, and I know you guys know this already, the amount of Shipple that exists in the universe will never increase. But the number of people that can play this weird game with us always can.
Right. And the more people playing the game, the more potential value.
More people who are taking advantage of the charitable stuff, more people that are taking advantage of the other stuff, more people that are doing the betting.
You're gonna appear as gods. Like a year from now, when we're giving away 10,000 Shipple for a charitable contribution, you're gonna, back in the old days, they gave me 1,000,000 Shipple for that. So.
He thinks that's going to take a year.
Well, the sooner people get in, the more likely it is for them to have, some those larger kind of rewards and stakes later. So.
Yeah.
So here, and this is all subject to change.
Without prior notification.
Right? Yeah. But here's the general outline of my idea to go up to 10,000. At 2,000, we do an airdrop. Rest of the billion that we have, well, I'm going to split it up amongst everybody and maybe add a $500 million. I want it to be in the hundreds of thousands. Definitely not $1 million. Lower, right? But everyone's going to know that all the rewards across the board are going to get cut in half. The halving at 2,000.
Yep.
At 3,000, probably do a little 50,000 airdrop. At 4,000, 10%. We cut out 10%. So we cut it out 50%. Now the rewards get cut by 10%. 5,000, probably going to do 100. No, I think I'm going to do a 200K at 5,000 because that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put another $1 billion into that. There's going to be a lot more people, so everybody's going to get 200,000, right?
Right.
The next one, we drop the rewards by 10%. The next one, a little 50,000 airdrop. The next one, yeah, right? So at 10,000, we're going to do 100K airdrop. But I will also, around 9,000 or 8,000 is when the staking's going to start. So I'm going to start locking up supply, and you will get massive benefits for locking the supply up for years.
I can't wait. I think I can see how that could turn into a really cool thing all of a sudden. Maybe, potentially, someday, perhaps. But probably
Definitely not. Maybe.
Hope so.
Hope so. All right.
Judy, all will become clear. I mean, you're here. That's the important thing, right?
Right.
That's the other thing too. Like we should make a noob education tribe. Like a what?
See, I really like this.
What the crap is going on right now?
Yeah.
I want
I'm
that
the
one.
leader. Which way did they go?
Right?
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of people that want to start, really teaching people how to do, because there's other credible airdrops that you can sign up for with Ethereum, different things like that.
Right.
So you can get in on that, you can get in on the trading. There's people that are really passionate about that side of it. So I'm going to
We
find
did
them.
not create the airdrop. The airdrop
it's new.
is not something that we created.
think
There's a
Hey,
whole
Judy,
world of
look at it this
airdrop
way,
out
now that
there.
you're
Right?
in,
We just made it cooler.
There's no
Yeah.
hurry.
No, we revolutionized.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Dude.
Relax and enjoy this a little bit.
100%.
And understand enough to explain it to other people who know less than you. You bring them on board.
Yep.
They begin to understand. You learn, they learn.
That's
You
right.
learn by teaching. I do.
And what do we say, 2,000 per share?
What?
2,000 shill per share of this video? Is that what we said?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yep.
So you can share this out.
You know, the
Maybe
other
people are into that.
the other thing that that
I can't wait to answer this question.
put it in. What's the question?
What does the world of Shipple look like at 100,000 members?
Hold on.
Next week?
I think about this all the time.
Sure he does.
So, at 100,000,
We were literally just talking about this.
yeah. So at let's say at 10,000, tribes are working. There's like 10 to 20 tribes. Friday,
people in a tribe.
if we keep Friday as the thing, it's like a base camp celebration.
It becomes like Saturday.
Everyone keeps showing up, right? All the teams are bringing their memes. Everyone's like, oh my god, I want to win so hard, right? So times that by 100,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I was talking to
Now it's
Michelle this
migrated to
morning.
all the other social
I was
media
talking to Michelle this morning because she's like, "What happens? What happens if there's too many tribes that it gets diluted? Farm teams, right? Like we're gonna learn from how big league sports works,
Yep.
and pretty soon it'll only be the top 10, 20, 30 teams that get to submit their things at Basecamp.
I suspect
But there
there-
will be other base camps where the farm teams can submit theirs.
I suspect there are already people who are budding programmers who are watching what you're doing and are going to leave us to go do this in some other
Here's the thing.
some other effort.
Even better,
Right.
programmers are starting to come to me to ask me how they can build on what we're doing.
Yeah. So
Because that's the only thing
so
that we've
maybe-
ever did.
maybe-
The only thing that I did at all.
Maybe Shipple 100,000 isn't necessarily a Shipple 100,000. It's just 100,000 people that believe in this idea, this movement of community-driven.
It'll always be Shipple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth.
It'll always be Shipple.
He's totally right, but denied.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
gotta
think
get more to it.
I think at 100,000 the charity thing is legit. The gaming thing is because again the only thing that I did to start this whole thing was say, what if it's about the people, not the token? That's it. And where it goes from there is going to be an expansion of every single one of those ideas. And I mean, people are already starting to make joke tokens, but everyone keeps telling themselves that they don't have any value. They're wrong, right? They're wrong because one time I sold $1 million for $10. Now we know, right? And adding the value to the community and adding the value that you can actually get a discount on buying some stickers, all of it's dumb. It doesn't mean anything, except that people will actually want it. There will be demand. And there will be a limited supply, and there will be an expanding community, and there is really only one way that goes.
I like it.
Shipple
My prediction
Marketplace.
for when Shipple hits 100,000 is we actually fund maybe ending homelessness at a real community. Maybe we pick one real community
And crush it,
and we crush homelessness.
right?
in that community.
What if we wanted to like test UBI and like groundswell test the UBI
Whoa,
for,
that's a really great idea.
right? What if we wanted to start cryptocurrency and technology schools in Africa? We could do whatever the crap we want. That's the point, right? And the whole time, the gaming dudes are going to be expanding their ideas. And you know, Morris is like, I want to play one of those freaking games every day. Cool, go talk to them about
Make
that.
one.
And in the game tribe, you're going to be able to do that. And bring them to Basecamp. I don't care. We'll figure it out, right?
Yeah.
So
Make a Shipple-based game app for phones.
that's coming.
Daps.
For sure coming.
Daps are the
Daps
way-
are coming.
Daps are
Daps
coming.
that only use Shipple are coming.
Yep.
I like it.
Anyway, thank you guys very much for helping us get to 1,000. Thanks for letting me rant and rave about. I would actually love to hear from you what you guys think is going to happen at 100,000 people at Basecamp, because I mean, I have guesses. That's all I have. All I know is that it'll be really cool.
I have one more ask, and I guess I should probably show this. I should make this a rewardable thing. I want to do some Zoom calls with people who are on board in this first 1,000 and record your thoughts about why you got into this, how you got into this, what you think of it, where you think it's going next. Want to do some little short Zoom calls where I record them. I'm going to try to put together a document. You can call it documentary if you like, but that's not the. That may not yet happen. But I just want to get a sense of where we are, and if you'd like to participate in that, message me in the Shipple Basecamp, and we'll get 5,000 Shipple to come talk to me for 15 minutes on Zoom.
It's your
That's
Shipple.
pretty good.
Right?
It's your Shipple.
There we go.
Making it rain.
There we go. We ready?
Don said I need to talk to you about more clothing for the line. Yes.
Just got ideas.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll hook you up with Stella. We'll make it happen.
Right on.
Yeah, dude, the whole clothing line. What? It's ridiculous. Rayma, good to see you. Thank you for all the work that you're doing, Rayma, with everything in Basecamp and even more so Telegram.
Awesome job,
But
interns.
we're done, so we got to go so you can watch the video after. The
Okay.
video is very good.
It's World Cup time. Clap. Sasquatch is real.